Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Before we get started, I'd like to give a quick shout out to some of our friends. The Eastern Snowmobile Racing Hall of Fame. Search for them on Facebook. Central Minnesota Pond Racing, some of the best vintage snowmobile racing in the Midwest. Crane's Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. The Vintage Snowmobile Club of America Quarterly Magazine. The New Hampshire Snowmobile Museum at Bear Brook State Park in Allenstown, New Hampshire. The Benedim YouTube channel, some of the best vintage snowmobile videos on YouTube. Ben's Vintage Mini Bike Podcast, the second Sunday of every month at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The Muscle Car Show and Tell Podcast, every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Second Chance Upholstery and Automotive, custom snowmobile and automotive upholstery in Derby, Vermont. I am your independent Amsoil dealer. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. Lastly, if you decide to advertise with the Vintage Snowmobile Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Well, good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of vintage snowmobile entertainment on tap for you tonight. But before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. For instance, that roll-in that we were watching a moment ago, was that choppy at all? Please let me know in the comments. But also let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time viewing the podcast tonight, I hope you have a good time with us, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you are the ones who make this possible, and we really, really appreciate that. So let's take a few comments. They're coming in hot and heavy, and then we will get this party started. Pardon me. Our good friend Chroma Testing is here tonight saying hello. Great to see you. Benedim is here. Eric, he was here, I think it was last week or the week before, as our guest. We had a great time with him, and he does the Benedim YouTube channel, some of the best vintage snowmobile videos on YouTube. Be sure and check out that channel. Our good friend Mike Whiteside is here, regular viewer. Says, good evening, everyone. He's viewing with Hank the Wonder Lab, and he's snowless right now in Illinois. Sorry to hear that, but it's great to see you. Also, our good friend Dave Lowry is here, 2421 from Alberta, Canada. Would love to know more about the TX on the opening shot. I'm glad you said that, because the owners of both of those sleds are in the house tonight. So they will be able to answer every question you have about that. So thank you for asking. Our good friend Ben from the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page is here. He and Rob and I do the Vintage Mini Bike Podcast second Sunday of every month on this channel and a few others, 8 o'clock the second Sunday of every month. He says, good evening. Looking forward to another great episode. Everything sounds loud and clear here in Carterville, New York. Great to see you, and thank you for that. Our good friend Todd McMillan is here. He says from Madoc, Ontario. He's a regular viewer. Always good to have you on. Appreciate that. Ivan Mayo is here saying good evening from Sudbury, Ontario. Loud and clear tonight. I appreciate that. Our good friends and viewers from the very beginning, Stacy and Art Fosler, are here. Say we sound good from Plattkill, New York, regular viewer. Also, viewer from the very beginning and a very good friend, John Spranger Jr. is here saying good evening from Eland, Wisconsin. He got 170 miles today on the trails. Good for you. Outstanding. That's it's that magical time of year. This is the time to do it, and I'm glad you're getting some miles in. Our good friend Jim Holbrook from Thetford Center, Vermont, regular viewer, loud and clear, he says, and I'm hoping to see him this weekend at the Crane Show. Our good friend David from Alaska Railroad saying, working good, Mike from Wisconsin, going to Eagle River next week, Wednesday, for a snowmobile trip. Awesome. We'll have a good time with that. Also, our friend David, our good friend Kevin Culhane is here saying, sounds good, Sudbury, Ontario. Great to see you. Appreciate your being on. Kevin Crozier is here, Warwick, New York, getting ready for the great Eastern Whiteout. I hear that's a really good show. If you happen to take any pictures or video from that, we would love it if you could share that with us. Mad Dog is here. Good evening from Wisconsin. Looking forward to a good night of vintage sled contact. No chop here, nice and clear. Well, thank you, because that intro was chopping up very badly on my end. I'm glad it was just for me. Pit Grunt is here saying, sounding great from Wisconsin. Great to see you. Dave Trim is here. Nice to see you. Carthage, New York. Regular viewer, everything sounds good. Thank you for that. Midnight Rider is here. Good evening, all from Northwest Minnesota. Great to see you. Appreciate that. Jeffrey Kuntz is here. All sounds good. Gerald, Saskatchewan, Canada. Always looking forward to Thursday. Appreciate that. Cool deal. John T. Sinna is here. We just booked a night with him on the podcast. He's coming on, I think, March the 5th, first Thursday in March. He does the Blue Ferrari Snowmobiles Facebook page. Be sure and look for that. He's in North Branch, Minnesota. Nice to chat with you today, John. Brian Van Haverbeek is here from Ontario. Great to see you. He's a big kitty cat collector. Cat Dudes is here from Michigan. Nice to see you. Our good friend Rich Shad is here. Good evening, everyone. Loud and clear, driving home to Cleveland, New York. Got a great event coming up Saturday in Fulton, New York, the Great Eastern Whiteout. Ben Nadeem will be videoing that event, and we can't wait to see pictures and images from that. And thank you for letting us know. So if anyone's in that area, be sure and check out that event. I hear that's one of the top events in New York State. Tim Bewick is here from Marlborough, New York. Nice to see you, Tim. Thank you for viewing. Peter 2017 is here loud and clear from Eastern Ontario, Canada. Here to see what Mr. Pit Grunt has to say. So there's your cue, Mr. Pit Grunt, in the comments. Leave us some comments. Well, let me switch gears here, and we will bring our friends on. And as promised, we will get this party started. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Great, Mike.
Well, great, Mike.
Doing good, Mike.
Good deal.
Hey, Ray, Rob.
Hey,
guys.
guys.
The guy that says he does no snow, I'll send him some. I got 5-foot snowbanks. My snowbanks out in front are 5 feet high.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah, we've got plenty here too. But it's true. Not every year. Many years we get skunked. So I'm glad we're getting some this year. I'm glad people are getting a chance to ride.
Yeah.
But yeah, the reason we called you all here is our good friend Ray Lacasse, who's been on the podcast many times. He's in the upper right-hand corner. He hosts many vintage snowmobile events, and that's why he's here tonight to talk up an event he's doing. Yeah, go ahead, Ray, and please talk about this event that's coming up.
Yeah, so we're March 14th this year will be our 6th annual Great Northwoods Vintage Snowmobile Ride in Pittsburg, New Hampshire. It's going to be approximately about a 25-mile loop this year. We're raffling off a 1978 Yamaha Exciter 440. Those tickets can be bought here in Pittsburgh at my gallery, or you can call me. I think Mike has my number on the poster.
Yes, it's on that graphic.
So people can reach out to me if they want to buy them. You don't have to be here to win. You do have to be here to pick it up, though, after it's drawn. Not that day, but you have to pick it up. It can't be delivered. So it's all free. You don't have to register your snowmobile. We're permitted through the state. As long as you stay on the trail that we have permitted, it'll be all posted. We're having a cookout after the ride. It's all free again, donations only. And the donations and the raffle, all the money's going to a good cause. It's going to the Pittsburgh Firemen's Association. They reach out to a lot of people in need and help them when there's tragedies or if somebody's ill. They do a lot for the community. So this is all for them. And if you've never been to Pittsburgh before, the trails here, it's one of the top destinations in North America to ride. We have 230 miles of trails just in Pittsburgh. We have 4 piston bullies that keep these trails maintained pretty good. Midge has been up here before on these trails. He came up the first year we had the ride. I think he'll agree to it. I know he pulled me aside and said, thought I was kidding him with all my pictures, thought they were photoshopped until he got on the trails. Just absolutely great trails. So looking forward to seeing a lot of people. The stories are the best part of this, after the event or during the event, when we do stops, talking to people, a lot of fun.
Yeah, the camaraderie is hard to beat for sure.
That's for sure.
And I think I think Pittsburgh usually gets more snow than the rest of Vermont and New Hampshire, doesn't it?
Well, Pittsburgh, it's weird. You could go 17 miles of us south of us, and it'd be no snow. And from the southern end of Pittsburgh to the northern end of Pittsburgh, it's about 36 miles. And right now at my house, I'm kind of towards the southern end of it. We probably have about 5 or 6 feet of snow from this year. But if you go just 20 miles north of us, there's probably 8 to 10 feet of snow. On average, we get anywhere from 12 to 15 feet of snow in the northern part of Pittsburgh during the course of the year.
Nice. So that's an excellent destination. Whether you're going to this event or just planning to go up there for some riding, it's an excellent destination, Pittsburgh, New Hampshire.
Yep,
sure.
Definitely.
And we've got comments coming in. Our good friend Brad Grenier is here from Wisconsin tuning in tonight. He's going to be on the cover of the Vintage Snowmobile magazine. Hope I'm not giving that away, but that's going to be coming out here in a few weeks, and he and his Yamahas are going to be on the cover of that.
Awesome.
So that is quite an honor. Bradley Welch is here. Thanks for having me, watching from Barry's Bay, Ontario. Excellent. Thank you for joining us tonight. Appreciate that. Also, our good friend Josh Levicker is here. Good evening from Turin, New York. 21 inches of snow on Tug Hill so far this year. Excellent.
Wow.
Well, I hope you're having an opportunity to do some riding, Josh. So we've been talking about this Vintage Snowmobile show, ride, I should say, Vintage Snowmobile ride coming up in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire. I have video clips from previous years that we can look at. So it's great to talk about it, but there's no substitute for taking a look. And I'm stalling here because my computer is running slow. I'm trying to open the video file, and it's taking a moment. It's funny, backstage, we're having all kinds of gremlins. But here we go. So here's some footage from the 2021 show. And was that the first?
That was the very first one.
Excellent. Well, let's take a look. And you see the condition of the trails. Yes, so there you have it.
That was an awesome day.
That was
It
a
sure
nice
was.
day. Yeah.
Definitely. And do Rob or Midge have questions or comments on that?
How many machines do you have there for the first year?
I think we had close to 150 sleds the first year.
Wow,
It was really an incredible turnout.
It was in the 20s. Beautiful sky.
It ended up, it was close to 50 before the day was over.
Yeah.
Nice spring riding.
Oh, it was beautiful. And that was on March 21st. I remember the day. It's later in March, but usually up here, and that was a warm day for up here. And it's typically, we have groups of riders that come up here in the first weekend of May. We'll go up to East Inlet in Pittsburgh and ride to say they rode in May.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's
it's
what I see
incredible.
about Pittsburgh.
Yeah. Yep. When people around us don't have the snow, we usually have the snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think this is Midge right here in the middle of the screen, isn't it?
Yeah, that's me.
That looks like him.
I was going to ask if that was Mitch.
I followed Ray all day. Ray led the group, and I was right behind him. I rode shotgun all day.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking this is as good a time as any. Someone was asking about these sleds. The owners of these sleds are in the house tonight. The sled on the red, having senior moments tonight. The sled on the left is Ray's sled. The sled on the right is Midge's sled. So if the person viewing that had questions about those, the guys to answer that are in the house tonight.
Yeah, so I have to thank Midge. I mean, Midge got me into Polaris back in the late 70s and got hooked on them. That TX, I used to race one. Midge used to do a lot of work on it for me, and little 250. Midge was a magician with that thing with the carburetors and clutches because that thing would go. And we won an awful lot of races with that thing and had an awful lot of fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you
smooth as silk.
For people just viewing, you and Midge grew up in Lancaster, so you're old friends, correct?
Yes, we grew up in Lancaster, which another whole story for snowmobiling. I mean, Lancaster was Snowmobile City, USA. When you headed south at the break of Route 2 and Route 3, there was a big sign right there, Snowmobile City, USA.
Yes.
That was the first town where the Skidoo from the Bombardier Skidoo came to town in America was in Lancaster. So,
yep. Yeah, and I believe you guys are the oldest snowmobile club down there too, aren't you, in the United States?
Yeah, Snow Drifters. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Established 1964.
Yep.
First club in America.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So much history in Lancaster.
Oh, there's a lot of history, and I was just a little toddler watching a lot of it, and growing up into it, and it was just, I think Lancaster population is somewhere around 3,000, but on the first weekend in February when they had the races, they had to be close to 10 to 15,000 people there.
Yeah.
That was something else.
Easy.
Yeah.
That was something. Yeah, Ray used to hang around Dick's golf station.
So, Mitch and Ray, what was your first snowmobiles you had?
So the first snowmobile I had, go ahead, Midge.
Well, mine, of course, was a Polaris because Dick sold Polaris. So my uncle.
What year?
67, 13 horsepower Colt.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Dick took Polaris on in 66. 67 model.
Yeah. First sled we had. Yeah. Yeah. The first sled we had was a 68 Skidoo Olympic 10 horse.
That's what I had. 68.
Yeah.
My dad had a 69 12.3.
Yeah.
Yes, we had a 69 too. I was our first sled.
Yeah.
Very popular sled.
Yeah.
That's wild.
I guess that's where I learned how to do mechanics. I had to take my own tools with me.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you worked on them for 6 days to ride them for one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Huh?
Yes.
Oh boy.
And I remember those old sleds. You could go some interesting places with them, but you could get them stuck too. And I always had this saying that there's stuck and then there's hopelessly stuck. And when they're hopelessly stuck, the language really starts to flow.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
But
it was a lot of fun though.
Yes,
they were.
Yeah.
Days. Now we've got a flood of
you
comments.
didn't have any trail systems. You went anywhere you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody cared. You went on their property or.
Yeah, I can remember in the day when my father, my uncle, and cousins, they'd all travel up here to Pittsburg. And you're right, there was no trail system. You just park beside the road and take off on a log road and go wherever it took you.
Wherever you wanted to go. You could go through the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was a kid, my parents would go to a hunting camp and we'd go with them. And it was 7 miles in off the road. And all the kids had to walk out front to pack the snow down for the snowmobiles could make it. Our mothers were all driving the snowmobiles, eh? Yeah.
Yeah.
And for a caboose, they had a wheel well out of a house. That's what they used for cabooses when we were kids.
And most landowners, most local landowners were okay with you riding on their land as long as you weren't doing damage.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't care, Mike.
What's that, Midge?
Oop, I think he probably froze up, but I think he said they didn't care back then.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true. Yeah, as long as you were respectful.
Well, but when I was a kid, most of the farmers all had John Deere snowmobiles to drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got plenty of comments coming in here. Josh Leviker corrected me. He says they got 255 inches on top of Tug Hill. He did 200 miles last Friday. And
wow.
When I said 21 inches of snow on Tug Hill, I was wrong. He said 21 feet. He corrected me on that.
Yeah.
And then Ben with Vintage Mini Bike Lovers say, I believe Josh Leverker was saying 21 feet. Suspect they have a couple of feet of base on the ground still. Lake Ontario machine has been pumping out snow there. Yeah. Now, Cat Dudes says, definitely a great looking trail. Appreciate how wide it is. David from Alaska Railroad says, seeing all those vintage sleds make me want to take my TXL out on the trip to Eagle River. Yeah. Todd McMillan said they are nice. Talking about those Polaris, I presume. Dave Lowry says, interested in Midge's lead. Never seen a Polaris like it. And there is a story behind that. Do you want to tell that story real quick, Midge?
Yeah, it's a clone of a 1975 Polaris Snow Pro racing sled. It's the same chassis as Ray's, exact same sled. They're both 440s, but I got the belly pan and the hood and in the racing seat to turn it into a clone, like I say, of a 1974-75 Polaris Snow Pro sled. Yeah, that's what they look like.
Amazing. In fact, what I may do on some future episode is play the unveiling for that. We've got a video of that.
Yeah,
we've got to give credit to our good friend Mark Belanger, who's a good friend to most of us here.
Yeah,
one of the top restorers in the East.
Yes. Yeah, he is building.
Beautiful job. He's incredible.
Yes,
he is.
The whole family is.
Yeah. Great people, and every single one of them are into it.
Oh, they are. Yeah.
Now we've got more comments. We've got David at Alaska Railroad saying, "Good for you, Midge, getting Ray into Polaris. I too am a Polaris fan. He loves the TXs." Well, you've come to the right place. Yeah. Absolutely. Rotax 1025 says, "Oval racers are the real deal. Coming from a drag racer. Nice." He also says, "Anyone here race a 72 or 3 Blizzard 300? I think Jim Layton's father has one. His late father now. His father passed away, but I think he used to race one." Mike Whiteside says, "Back when people respected each other's property." Yes, it's true.
Yep.
Yeah. David from Alaska Railroad says, "When they were hopelessly slow, you leave them there until late spring and get them." Absolutely. When you're all swore out, when you're hopelessly stuck, that's what you do. Rich Shad says, "Midge, if you come this way, I have a 67 Colt 13 horsepower you can ride." Yeah, and he's out in upstate New York.
That'd take me back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Rich is a serious Polaris collector. Our good friend Dirk Seams is here saying good evening. Whoops. There we go. And he's coming on, I think, the 19th of February, if I have my dates right. But he's going to be coming on here real soon for some show and tell and some video clips. And Midnight Rider says, "Midge, your clone, is it a free air?"
Yes, it is. 440 free air. I had bigger carburetors put on it. It came through with the 34 millimeter carburetors, and I had 38 millimeter carburetors put on it, and it's got tuned pipes, but they're trail pipes. They're made by Owen, and they have mufflers on the end of them, that twin pipes. And I do believe Ray did the same thing with that 440 of his, right, Ray?
Did the exact same thing. It's got 38s in the same pipes.
Yeah, it beefed it up.
Following my good buddy Midge.
Are the pipes louder? The pipes make it louder, Mitch?
No, it's actually as quiet as a stock sled, but you get a lot more performance from them.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Because before they have like a Y pipe and they go into a single muffler.
Yep.
And with these, you got 2 expansion chambers So you get that feedback, like a supercharger type effect from the expansion chambers, but yet you still have the mufflers on the end. It keeps it quiet. Best of both worlds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. One more look at these sleds here. Those are special sleds, both of them. I've seen them both many times, and they are very nice sleds. Let's see one more comment, and we're going to take another look at some video from this event we've been talking about. Rotax 1025 says big drag race at Back Lake, Pittsburg, New Hampshire. Anyone here going? Yes. When is that, by the way? Do you know, Ray?
I think it's this Saturday.
This Saturday. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. That's a big event. That's a real big event. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And I love how we use this podcast to share information like that. So please keep that stuff coming. Mad Dog says he has a 70 Ski-Doo Nordic 640, and he said when you got that stuck, you were stuck.
You were stuck.
Yeah. Hopelessly stuck.
My neighbor had an Alpine with that motor in it. And that's what they used to groom the trails back in those days, was that Alpine with that motor in it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And then our good friend Bombard, Floyd and Lisa says, good evening, everyone. Bombard Racing 317. Cool deal. Well, thank you for that, guys. Cool. So we're going to play another clip or two of this event that he's been talking about, that Ray's been talking about in Pittsburgh. Now we're going to look at a photo montage from a different year. So let's take a look. And it's taking a moment to load here. But these are images that came from Ray. I put some music under it, put it into a little montage that we can all enjoy. And it's taking a moment to load. Here we go. Oh, my mic was off that whole time. I was just chattering away there.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I was commenting about this upcoming event. We were watching clips from a previous year. This is happening in Pittsburgh, New Hampshire in March. But I wanted to see if Rob, Midge, and Ray had any comments on what we've just been looking at here with these
I
videos.
seen in there there's something that said a 337 Edinburgh. Never heard of that.
Yep.
Three-quarters of the way through it was, Mike.
Yeah, that was actually the very first year, Mike. Those pictures are from the first year.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, there was a lot of sleds there.
There were a lot of sleds there, I'll tell you. And the incredible part, again, was at the cookout. And I was walking around talking to everybody and just to hear the stories. And then for people that didn't know the event was going on, that came in on new sleds, and they got off, took the helmets off, and their eyes were big as grapefruits, you know. They just couldn't believe what they were looking at there. And the stories from them and telling me, we're going out to buy sleds just to do this ride, you know. it was just unbelievable. It just, there's no feeling like it, you know, the camaraderie that you had from all these people and everything that happened. I mean, you could see the cookout, everything that was going on. I mean, that's like what it used to be in snowmobile, and that's what you did. You went out to have a little cookout and do stuff like that, you know?
Exactly. We used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
We used to take some hot dogs and make a fire and have a cookout. And
it may not have been with 150 people, but you had some of your good friends with you, by Jesus.
We had fun.
Yeah.
And people coming along that you weren't even in your party would stop, grab a hot dog and stick around and maybe leave in a while, but
make so many friends doing that, because we would do that too. We'd start with just our family and our neighbors. We'd ride and we'd meet up with some other people, and we'd either join them or they'd join us, and we'd go down the trail a few more miles and stop and meet some other people. And sometimes it was people we know, sometimes it wasn't, but either way it was a joyous vibe. Everyone's laughing and joking and having a good time, and 2 seconds you're all great friends. The vibration on that was amazing.
And if you broke down, somebody inevitably always came along with an extra drive belt or a spark plug or extra gas or something. People would always
or a rope.
Yes,
a tow rope.
A tow rope. The last resort.
And then we've got Ray right here. I think that's you, Ray, isn't it?
That's me.
Yeah, that's you.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So in case people are just joining us, I'm going to pull this away and I'm going to put that graphic up, and I'm going to give Ray a chance to give us a quick recap on this event that's coming up for people who are just joining us.
Yeah, so this is our 6th annual Great Northwoods Vintage Snowmobile Ride in Pittsburg, New Hampshire. I think you can see from the pictures and the video and everything that Mike's done, and Mike has helped us out tremendously. I can't thank Mike enough. But it's March 14th of this year. It's approximately about a 25-mile ride. It goes from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're permitted. So people can do the ride. They can hang there. They can do that loop as many times as they want to do. They don't have to be registered. We're permitted through the state. And if you have a spouse or a friend that doesn't have a vintage snowmobile and they just want to be there, we don't tell anybody they can't come. You can ride any sled that you want, and come enjoy it and have fun. The cookout at the end, all the stories that are going on. We're going to be trying to give away some prizes and stuff too at the end of this. So there's a lot going on. Everything is free. We do donation only, and all the proceeds are going to the Pittsburg Firemen's Association. We try to give back to the community in events like this as much as we can, and they're great people that have done a lot of great things for people that have been through tragedies. We just went through one here just recently. Good friend of mine lost a granddaughter at 10 years old from cancer. She just 2 days ago. Yep. So, but the Firemen's Association reaches out to people like that and do what they can to help. So, this is a good event and for people to enjoy, and it doesn't cost you anything. If you don't have any money, don't worry about it. Come and enjoy it. If you do and you want to donate. We're not begging for anything. We're just whatever we can do to help the community, we do to help the community and bring. Have a lot of fun. Let's just have some fun.
Yeah. I'm going to throw it back to it, Ray, and I'll tell you, Pittsburgh couldn't have a better person up there to get this stuff going, because Ray plays a big role in these vintage rides and in the shows that they have up there at the dam and everything. And I'll tell you, you do a good job for that town up there, Ray.
Lost you, Midge.
Okay, well, am I back?
I got you now, bud.
Okay. Yeah, no, I just want to say that Pittsburgh's lucky to have you.
Well, I'm just lucky to have Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I just happen to be in a great area for this. To be in a great area for this.
Yeah. No. You're a great advocate for this.
Well, thank you, Midge. Thank you.
And one of the nice things about this ride is because of the conditions they usually have in Pittsburgh is this attracts people from miles and miles away. You get people from Massachusetts and Connecticut coming up. That's a couple 100 miles or more. But they come up because the conditions are so good and because it's such an excellent ride.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get people from we get people from all over New England.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of people from down country have camps up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, cool. So let's take a few comments here, and then we're going to do AMSOIL, and we've got a whole lot going here. We're just getting started. Let's see. Stan Hubble says this year's been great for riding, and I'm glad to hear that. Pitt Grunt is here saying at these shows you always show the food area. Yes, we all like food. I must confess. Maurice Bailings is a big Polaris collector from Menominee, Wisconsin. Says they've got 2 inches of snow on the ground. Trails are open for a week. Wow.
Oh.
Wow. It's hit or miss in some places. Good. Oh, and Stan Hubble says never go without a tow rope. Yes, good advice. And we were just talking about that. And Martin Howard. Okay, I see where you're going with that. I'm not going to say it. That's not my last name, but that's a great joke. Thank you. Ben from Vintage Minibike Lovers, our good friend, says it was actually Ray that dropped off these gremlins. Yeah, having gremlins. Yeah.
Yeah, it was your turn, right?
My turn.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's right. We each take a turn. And then David from Alaska Railroad says, I find making a friend with a total stranger is always easier done in the snowmobile world than on a city street. It's one of the most amazing things about snowmobiling. True words have never been spoken.
Well said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you already got something in common.
Yeah, that's right.
And I'm going to put a question to the three of you as well as to our viewers. Do you find that the vibration at these vintage snowmobile shows, I find it to be very joyous, and it's really easy to talk to people, and everyone's having a good time. And just like he said, everyone's having a good time, and it lubricates the social process. I think just makes it real easy to visit with people and laugh and joke and have a good time.
Yep.
Absolutely.
To make a quick little short story, my best friend, we go snowmobiling all the time, and gone away for the whole weekend. I come home and I've only been home for an hour, and he'll call me up to say, hey, I forgot to tell you about this. The wife says, you've been with him for 2 days. He's got to call you within an hour? I said, yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Oh, then our good friend Dirk Seams echoes what we've been saying. He says for sure about the camaraderie and how easy it is to visit with people because it's such a joyous vibe at these snowmobile events, especially the vintage ones. Here we go. Midnight Rider says, I was on a night ride with friends last night. The tow rope comment came up, and one of the new sleds overheated and was dead on the trail with no rope. That is a bummer. Yeah. That's almost as bad as being hopelessly stuck.
Yeah.
And then Ben from Vintage Minibike Lovers says, I've yet to run into a curmudgeon at a snowmobile show. Good point. Would you guys agree with that? I agree with that.
Oh, yeah.
It's a curmudgeon-free zone, I think.
Yep.
And David from Alaska Railroad says, yes, Mike, vintage snowmobiles make me tingle inside. I love those old sleds. Yes.
Yeah.
And I think we're all here because of that tingle. Oh, and here we go. Our excellent friend Carolyn Eastman is here. This is the wife of Bob Eastman. Everyone always has a great smile at all events. Everyone loves the gatherings who attend, and great memories are shared. Yes.
That's exactly right.
Thank you for being here tonight.
Yep.
Yeah, thank you, Carolyn, for being here tonight.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So let's see. We're going to give Rob a chance to do AMSOIL. Going to put you full screen if you're ready, Rob. And I've got that graphic that you sent to me. Whenever you're ready, just ask for it.
Okay. A number of times we talked about the AMSOIL synthetic oil. First synthetic oil to be AAI approved. And this time of year, I sell a pile of it because it pours at 60 below zero. So anybody out snowmobiling and you're in cold weather, you know your vehicle's going to start and turn over well. We've talked a lot about the AMSOIL 2-cycle oil, the 101, the Dominator, the Interceptor's up behind me. To tell you the truth, right now, I am sold out of the Interceptor. Got none in stock until the truck comes in tomorrow. But Mike's going to put a picture up. AMSOIL has a number of other products that people aren't familiar about. All these aerosol products. Goes right from the first one, heavy duty MP, mudslinger, air filter cleaner, windshield cleaner, engine defrogger, heavy duty degreaser, brake cleaner, fogging oil, gun oil, chain lube, miracle wash. And one of my favorite ones is the very last one on there is the AMSOIL MP. Every household has a can of WD-40 in it. You know what? WD-40 is made of 60% bleach. If it did loosen that bolt up, 3 weeks later, that bolt's rustier than it was before because that bleach just keeps eating away. We have a metal protector that loosens bolts up and also lubricates it. We use it for our sliders. We use it for our clutches. I use it at my cabin up north on the wooden windows to make sure they open and close. 101 use for this product, and it outperforms WD-40. But WD-40 is #1 seller in the world, but it doesn't work. Yeah. And a couple times we talked about before, I think it was on the car show, the Miracle Wash. Don't need soap and water. You spray it on. It's a foam type product. Lifts the product up, and you just wipe the dirt off. On the car show, Mike and I talked about our power foam for the carburetors. I have people that buy it, that use it to clean their engines, spray the engine, and take a garden hose and rinses all the dirt off before they sell the oil, the vehicle that leaks oil. But we had this product and another product, and we had 2 glasses, and we sprayed it in. The one comes out like a Varsol spray. The Amsoil comes out like a foam. So it cleans out, fills the whole inside of the carburetor, the cylinders, the exhaust valves, even helps with catalytic converters. Great products. And Mike and I talked about before how to become a preferred customer. You buy everything directly from Amsoil. Costs you $10 a month to become a preferred customer. You save 25% on a product. Case of oil, $250 for a case of gallons of snowmobile oil. You get it for $197. It's well worthwhile to pay the $10 to become a preferred customer. And if you want a magazine with the prices in it, we show everybody what the preferred price and the retail price should be. Click on Mike's link and you can get the magazine. You can also click on Mike's link and sign up as a preferred customer. It's up to you now, Mike.
Absolutely. Thank you. And that's how we pay the bills around here. I'm signed up as an Amsoil dealer under Rob. So when you order through me with my referral number in the comments, Rob and I both get a commission, and that's how we pay the bills with this podcast. And preferred customer program, that's a one-time fee of $10 for 6 months. I think you misspoke saying $10 a month. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. But we thank everyone who's been buying Amsoil with us, and we thank you if you're considering it. We really appreciate that. Got a couple quick comments here, and then we've got a few other announcements. Oh, this is nice. David from Alaska Railroad says to Carolyn Eastman, Bob is his favorite race driver. He absolutely adored him. Thank you for that comment. We appreciate that. Yes, the wife of Bob Eastman is with us tonight, and we appreciate that. She's a wonderful friend to all of us. Rotax 1025 says, anyone remember the oval race in Plymouth, New Hampshire in '73? Might have been at the high school, not a pro race, he's guessing. Midge or Ray, any recollection of that at all?
I don't remember.
There were a lot of races back then.
Yeah.
Every fairground had a race back in those days.
Yeah. God, I remember back in the later '70s, we were gone every weekend. There was something going on somewhere in New England.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Whitefield had one.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, St. Johnsbury had one.
Yep. Yeah. Had them over on Elmore Lake and up on Memphis-Magog up I think is it Rockland and something just above Derby line there. I can't remember what the name of the town was, but we used to race up there.
Yeah.
This weekend there's a race at Eganville, Ontario, the 50th anniversary for the race.
Yeah.
Nice.
All the big guys are going to be there before they go to Valcourt, Quebec.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And it's funny you're saying that because I've got some announcements here. We've got our good friend Jeff Wesner sent this in to me. This is in Wisconsin this coming weekend. This Kuykafer Park apparently was a test site for Mercury Marine at one time. So they've got the Piston Burners are doing a show this weekend. Then, of course, there's the legendary, at least in my own mind, Crane show coming up this weekend. Midge and I are both going to be there. I don't know if you're planning to go, Ray, or...
Actually, we're leaving for Maine.
Oh, that's right. You were saying that. Yes.
Yeah, we're leaving for northern Maine to ride for a week. So I can't make it there this week. I'd love to. I'd like to I want to get down there maybe next year with my camera and get some good pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's one of the top shows in New England. And that's this Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we've got a hot dog ride next weekend. This is in upstate New York. This is Barnes Corners, I think it is. That's a great show. Our good friend Eric was here last week promoting that. And what else do I have in the way of announcements? I want to make sure I've got everything. I heard from Steve Dickinson the other day. We've been keeping him in our prayers. He fell on the ice and had a spinal injury around Christmas time, still in the hospital. But about a week ago, they moved him to a rehab facility, and he feels like he's getting stronger, and the rehab seems to be helping. So he's definitely going in a positive direction with that, and we thank everyone for their prayers for him. And so let's continue. Like I said, the other thing, this is the Newport Center Vintage Snowmobile show that we've been talking about the last month or so. That happened over the weekend. I went to that and had a wonderful time, and I've got a video clip to share with you. Let's see here. All right, here it is. Rather than explain it to you, I'll just play it and it will explain itself. It's just taking a moment to load here. And I was there. My good friend Dan Field was there. He's got antique Polarises. He's got a 1964 Polaris. And he offered to give me a ride in it, which I very much appreciated. And that's where the story begins. Let's take a look.
Want to go for a ride in this, Mike?
Hell yes, let's do it.
Perfect.
Thank you. Cool.
You come in on this side.
Okay, yeah. I appreciate the offer. That's the best offer I've had all day. Am I scooched over enough? There we go.
Get my big feet in.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I don't need this hat.
Oh, yeah. There goes your dad.
Go off like a blaze of glory.
Yes.
I don't know which way to head it, but
They usually go to the right. Maybe we'll let a few go by and see where they're going.
right.
Yeah, they usually go down there, but I don't know what the story is.
I guess they're gonna go down towards Judd's farm.
Okay, yeah.
And then come back.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll get myself. Had a good turnout.
Yes, this is great. It gets better every year.
It does.
You okay to hold on to this?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Excellent. Just trying to get situated here. Yeah, this is great, man. I appreciate it. Good, clean fun right here.
That's right. The thing with the cab, I mean, there's no heat in here, but there's no wind either. So
That's half the battle. Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool.
this is like the early days of snowmobiling.
Yes. This is what, a 64?
64.
It's a year old car.
82.
Oh, really? Nice. That's cool. There we go. Class of 82 must be, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Hey, Robert. Well, I think that's Larry standing next there, isn't it?
He's coming. You'll see him cresting over the hill.
So he never did come back, so we went to go check on him.
Hopefully it's a simple fix.
So if you can't read that, they couldn't get it started, so they decided to tow it back. Now Dan is going to tow it up into that field to turn it around. The workhorses, huh? Wow.
I told you back.
There we go.
Boy, those are beauties.
Yes. And we're working on bringing Dan on this podcast sometime soon too. He's got a real nice collection.
Wow, those are nice ones.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even when they break
Remember
down,
that
they're still
one
fun.
Dick had a big one like that once.
Well,
Yeah.
Somebody traded it in. And
Nice.
we almost sold it to Merle Tenney for the pipeline. Merle took it down. I went down with Merle on the meadow with it and had reverse and had a great big huge two-cylinder Onan engine on it.
Huh.
Yeah, it was a nice sled, nice big Polaris sled. And
Nice.
Merle didn't take it, but somebody else came in, had to have it, so they took it.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very capable machine for what it is for 1964. I found it was very comfortable to cruise down the trail, and it was a good workhorse. I had no trouble pulling that other sled.
Not a problem. Yeah, no.
Yeah. And then to turn it around, he had to go into the powder to turn it around, and it was very capable in the powder.
Yeah, no, they went good.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. In fact, Polaris, I think, was in New England before the Bombardier Skidoo came down.
Oh, really?
There was a few people around that had those old big Polarises.
Sure. Now we've got comments that have come in. Our good friend Dirk Seams says that looks like a nice warm ride in there in that enclosed canopy. That was very nice. Out of the wind, it was really nice in there. You really didn't need heat. And I don't know if you noticed, he was driving with his bare hands. He didn't have gloves on.
Yeah.
And then
amazing.
Todd, go ahead. Todd McMillan is asking, where does Rob live?
Ontario, outside of Toronto.
Nice.
And the city of Toronto still snowed in.
Still snowing. Wow.
It's been 10 days now, and they got some streets still don't have open up.
Oh,
They brought snow melting machines in because the banks are so high.
That's wow. And then our good friend Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says, what was that earlier discussion about a tow rope? No one is immune. Even these cool looking snow travelers. It's true. Yeah, always have a rope or a strap.
Nothing is immune to that. No.
No.
And then Carolyn Eastman, our Polaris lover, says she likes that machine. Beautiful machine.
Beautiful machine. Yeah.
Yes, and those were both pristine machines, both Dan and his father.
Showroom quality.
Yes. And then Dirk is asking, did that have a wood and chain track? Yes, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, wood slats on there.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So let me switch screens here. I've got a couple more clips to look at. It's 9:55. We might go a few minutes over. Trying to find my place here.
I wonder if that wooden track does better than the Arctic Cat cleated track. Because whenever I crossed the road with the Arctic Cat cleated track, all I seen was sparks. I'd have to get off it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they got interesting on pavement too. You could get just stuck on pavement with those.
Yeah.
I did that a couple times. But here we go.
Yeah.
I've got
those hardwood cleats lasted a while.
Yes. Now I've got a video clip. Our good friend John Sinna, who I believe is watching tonight, I hope he is, sent me some video clips, and I put them together. And here they are right here. Let's take a look here, and we'll react to it on the other side. And John is coming on the podcast here in a few weeks also.
Farm place here. So, nice setup out here. I'm going to say it's probably twice the amount of people that were here yesterday. Hey, you missed a spot.
Yep.
What year is your Mercury?
Mine's a 76. Cool, liquidator. Okay. So white. Yeah, exactly. What a beautiful day. No wind. A lot better than yesterday. I think I've seen it all. That's pretty unique. Did you get a picture of that? That is hilarious.
Yeah, I know. Very first snowmobile.
Hams. Oh, wow. Look at that beautiful cutter. Wow. Somebody put some time into that thing.
It's got a radio in it, too.
Really? Wow. Where's the battery hiding at?
I like that beat.
No shit.
Oh, there it is right there. A little polka music going on. That is badass. Gee. Nice looking daddler. Raider. Ski whiz with maybe a player's front end. Another Mr. Twister. Or Twister, I should say. I think that guy's probably going to win. The only sled in the row. This sled gets around more than my sleds do. This is a pretty cool sled.
Santa's snowmobile.
Yeah. That thing's pretty cool. RXL. 3Ds. Who is this? There ain't too many of these things around. Okay. All right. Wow. Nice sled, Greg. There we go.
So yeah, that was from just this past weekend. Reactions to that, guys?
Wow, big show.
Big show. Nice sleds.
Yeah.
So who was the rep? Was that Ray Parentos?
It looks like his, but no, that's out in Minnesota.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
Dayton, Minnesota. Midwest Ride and everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
But he's got one like that.
He does, yeah. That's why I was wondering.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got some nice ROPs.
He's got some beautiful sleds. Nice guy, too.
And then this right here, if they had two of those, they could race them.
Somebody's got imaginations.
Yes.
Yeah. How do they have so many race machines there? I know when me and my buddies all raced at the end of the season, the only people that wanted to buy them was people going grass dragging because they were bent, twisted. They weren't good machines after 1 year when we were done.
Team combat. Yeah.
Not like these ones. They're nice.
Yes. Yeah, this is nice.
Some beautiful sleds, and that just look at how many different models are out there, and look at today.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah. Now it's down to 2. 3.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. 3. Yeah.
Yeah. And we've got comments coming in here. Our good friend Carolyn Eastman is here. This is Bob Eastman's wife. She's talking about the Polaris Snow Traveler. Allagash trips. Talking about the Allagash trips where Alan Hatteen would attend during the early 60s.
Yeah. Paul Doherty used to go with them.
Nice.
Yeah, Paul, he was a game warden here in New Hampshire. And he was good friends with Alan and Edgar. And so they would invite him to go up into the Allagash with those Polarises every year. Not every year, but very often they would.
Yes. And Dan Field, who I was riding with in that previous video clip, he's got some footage he shared with me of some of the reenactment rides they've done of that. And he's going to be coming on here in the near future. We're going to be talking about that, looking at some of those clips. And also Carolyn says Alan Hatteen was president of Polaris from 60 to 69.
Yes,
here we go. We've got a question here for Ray. Stacy and Art Fosler want to know if you still have the cleated track on the TX.
I do.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do.
We were brought up on that stuff.
Yeah, we were too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, to be real careful crossing the road.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Whiteside. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Great. I had a 76 SRX 340, and the cleated track let go and came right through the tunnel. And I still got a scar on my back from it.
Oh, came right up through.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. When those cleats came loose. Yeah. Now, Mike Whiteside says, great show tonight. Carolyn Eastman says, Alan had a machine. This Alan Hatteen had a machine in 64, similar as the one that I rode in. Very cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you for that information. And John Spranger Jr. says, awesome show tonight. Great job. We appreciate that. We're going to look at 1 or 2 more clips, at least one anyway. David from Alaska Railroad says, I told Mike earlier today, riding in that 64 Polaris is a real treat. I drove a 63 Polaris Snowmobile Traveler. Those sleds are a completely different experience from any other sled. Yes, absolutely.
They sure are.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pitt Grunt says, I filmed Friday at Midwest Ride-In and it was cold. Yes. And I like that about how, there was a show this past weekend. Someone shares a video clip and we can enjoy it just a few days later, something we can all enjoy. So please keep those kind of video clips coming. We love that.
Right.
And then, and Carolyn Eastman says, Paul Doherty was a great friend of the Hatteens. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. He used to come into Dick's quite a lot.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, because he, he had Polaris, and so he'd get a dry belt once in a while, or some spark plugs, and shoot the beans, and nice guy.
That's cool. That's cool. So I've got one more video clip, and I have to play it because this coming weekend is the Crane Show in Lancaster, New Hampshire. Midge and I are both going to be there. And if the viewers, any of you viewers are joining us, I know Jim Holbrook is probably going to join us. Love it if you can join us at this show. It's, for my money, it's one of the great shows in New England. I'm going to play a clip from it, and I just have to see which one is the Crane. Yes, okay. All right, so let's take a look at the Crane Show, and we'll react to it on the other end. Well, hello, friends. We are here at the Cranes Snowmobile Show 2024. It's February 3rd, 2024. The 10th annual Cranes Vintage Snowmobile Show in Lancaster, New Hampshire at Cranes Snowmobile Museum, 172 Main Street in Lancaster, New Hampshire. Since it's the 10th annual show, they've pulled out all the stops to make it extra special, and we've got an extra special turnout today. This could be possibly the biggest turnout ever. As you can see, there's a sea of people and a sea of sleds, and it's kind of hard to get around with all the people and stuff, but we're going to do it anyway and try to give you a look at as many of the sleds as we possibly can. So let's get started. This is Phil Bell's Snowjet, 69 Snowjet. So these are Ed Stabs and Jeff Mower's sleds, these here, huh?
I believe so, yeah. Ed's got that, what is this?
That TC?
I've never heard of that.
This one here?
Way up, that orange.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Yeah, it's very unique because the fiberglass cab is incorporated right into the metal of the chassis. So you can't remove the cab.
Interesting.
Yeah. Never seen anything like that. That's a 66, which is quite stylish for a 66 sled.
Yeah. Definitely.
got to walking around with it, and I went to turn the throttle, the handlebars, the throttle caught right underneath my aunt and uncle's porch.
Oh, and it took off?
Brand new sled. My father was not a happy camper.
No. Crazy.
It was
Wow.
fun.
And it was just like this one, you say?
Yeah, same color, everything.
Wow. And as the owner of this, do you want to make any comments about it? Or?
Oh, it brings a smile to my face every time I ride them.
I'll bet it does.
Yeah. My husband started out riding these back in the 70s. Was the first
Nice.
he had. The 68.
68.
Yep. It's pretty
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah.
It's in good shape.
Yeah, it's all original, not restored.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. You don't see these very often.
Yeah, the carryover.
That's amazing. I think that might be the first one I've seen in person.
The best behaved kids around.
Yes.
That all started out ordering the wrong size suit online. he gets them running and I clean them up.
Nice. Well, cool. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, those kids were very well behaved.
Yeah. Yeah. Never said a peep all day.
Yes. Yeah. Reactions to that, guys?
Oh, just a lot of
Oh,
memories.
great show.
Yeah.
Yes. What a good selection. The red Arctic Cats, those ones right there. I seen one with a caboose that matched it.
Yeah.
Yes, that's Walt
Right?
Selly.
That might have been it. Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen a caboose with one of them.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Walt Selly made that. That's a
And
custom
right
made.
behind the motor, there's a lever. Is that to put the clutch in the gauge?
I believe so. I know on the Snow Traveler it is. These are Arctic Cats, which is probably similar. But yeah, this is that tow behind right here that I think
Yeah.
Walt Selly
I
made
think
that.
he made it out of an old Arctic Cat that probably the engine was bad or the track and chassis was bad, so he decided to
Sure.
turn it into a cutter.
Yes. And
Yeah.
the Selly family is a serious they have a serious collection. There's 3 or 4 generations of the Selly family, and they own and collect and restore these old cats like that, these antique cats.
Beautiful job.
Yeah, they do beautiful stuff. And Walt Selly
Yeah.
just passed away. I'd heard, I think it might have been in May. So
Yeah.
really sorry to hear that. Prayers go out to the Selly family on that.
Yeah.
But
Somebody said that you never see anybody. You see everybody's got a smile at a snowmobile show. Well, there's only one person that doesn't smile. That's Dan Moore. But that doesn't mean he's not having fun. He just doesn't smile.
yes, he's got
He
this
has a lot
Elias.
of fun. You wouldn't know it.
Right, yeah. It's true. He looks grumpy, but he's not. You talk to him,
He
he's
looks
a great
grumpy,
guy.
but he's having all kinds of fun.
Yes, and this is his right here, this Elias and snow toboggan with I think it's an Indian motorcycle engine.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. You got
Yeah.
Dan interviewed sometime there, I think.
Yes. Yeah, he's got a
Yeah.
Bagona that I interviewed him with. A rear
Yeah.
engine similar to what we've been looking at.
Yeah.
I'll have to play that sometime.
Well, I
And
tell you, looking at this, these sleds, it's just amazing how just from like 72, 73, how much they evolved around the 76, 77 era. I mean, you look at those Arctic Cat Zs and the TXs and stuff and those RUPs and just and the Skidoo RV, just unbelievable just in a short span how much they evolved. That just showed how much dedication it was in that program with the snowmobiles.
Yes, and the competition was driving that
think
too.
the
I think.
evolution of the snowmobile, I think it was the fastest turnaround for motorized vehicles that I've ever seen.
Yeah,
I would agree.
As far as a leap in technology, like you say, from the 60s to the 80s, the 90s. Crazy. Yeah.
And especially that window from about 72 to 77. I think that was the real, you could say like the whole 70s decade, but you look at 72 to 77, that was an incredible 5-year period.
Golden era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when they had the best race machines too, back in those days.
Yeah.
I believe so. I
would
say
agree.
the 70s is the golden era of snowmobile racing.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. What a time that was.
Yeah.
And in case you're just joining us, we've been looking at footage from the Crane show That show is coming up this Saturday, 172 Main Street, Lancaster, New Hampshire, at Crane's Snowmobile Museum. If you're in New England, it's the show as far as I'm concerned in all of New England. And hope you join us. Midge and I are going to be there, and it is so much fun, that show. And I wanted to make one other quick comment. We were talking last week about a tow behind that we had when I was a kid. It was almost like a dog sled. And I was going through some footage. Why isn't that popping on the screen here?
There it is.
Okay, I guess it's just not popping for me. But that yellow tow behind, it's not up for me, but if it is for you, there it is. Okay. That's exactly like the one we had when I was a kid. In fact, they may even be it because we sold it, I don't know, in the 80s, and someone might have bought it, and this might very well be it. But it's just like that. And I used to ride on the back of that when I was about 8 or 10 years old. And you had to do, if you wanted to stay on the back of that, you had to do some body English to stay on there. But at that age, I loved that. You know, I would hold on and just, I was all about it. Exactly. But so before we close things out, I'm going to pop the graphic for Ray's show that's coming up next month. Give him one last chance to give a pitch on it.
Yep. So again, March 14th, it's the 6th annual Great Northwoods Vintage Snowmobile Ride in Pittsburg, New Hampshire. We're also, too, you see in the center, we're raffling off a 1978 Yamaha 440 Exciter. Thing's in pretty good shape. It runs really good. Just again, it's from that era. It's a great sled. All the proceeds again are going towards the Pittsburgh Firemen's Association. Ride is permitted. You don't have to register your sled. You can come and just ride on the trail that day. Come up and enjoy some wide, flat trails.
Yes, it's an excellent
best
ride.
riding in the whole state.
Yeah, some of the best conditions in the East.
Yep.
Yeah. And we're behind on our comments, so I'm going to take some comments, and then it'll give us each a chance to do a closing comment. Let me see here. Oh, yes. Okay, here we go. David from Alaska Railroad is saying that it's so awesome to have a racing legend's wife on our show. We are golden right now. Absolutely. And he's talking about our good friend Carolyn Eastman, the wife of Bob Eastman. She's a good friend of ours, and she comes on the podcast quite regularly, and we very much appreciate that. Definitely a big shout out to her. Yes. Also, Rob Hilditch saying,
I got a question, Mike.
Go for it.
When I'm watching it on my phone, it's a 7 minutes delay. Is that just in case Mitch says something and you got to beep him?
Yeah, you got to watch Midge. No, it does that on mine too, because I have it going on with my phone here, and it's a delay, just technology, I think. But it's good observation.
I've always been behind anyway.
Sure. No, but Midge is not going to say anything on here that he shouldn't. But it's a good joke though. Tim Bewick says great show. We appreciate that. Todd McMillan says great show, guys. Thank you so much. Dirk Seams says, do they have a vintage ride with this show? Yes and no. It's right on the snowmobile trail, so you can go for a ride, and there's some fields nearby. You can go ride around on those fields, but there's not an organized ride.
It's right on Corridor 5.
Yes, but it's not an organized ride where everyone says, all right, we're going now. Yeah, but you just go as you want to and feel like it. It's not an organized thing where everyone goes in a line, you know. But you definitely can ride. There's plenty of space to ride your snowmobiles if you bring them there. Rich Shad says another great show as always. Appreciate that. Ben from Vintage Mini Bike Lovers says great show tonight. Look forward to seeing everyone next week. Thank you for that. We're going to be looking at some Polarises next week. Brendan, I can't think of his last name, but a young man, Brendan. I wish I could think of his last name, but he's got a wonderful Polaris collection. We're going to be looking at that next week. David from Alaska Railroad says, I'm a super TX fan. However, the sight of a 76 Rupp 440 Magnum makes me tingle inside. Yes. That's Ray Parentos. He's got an amazing Rupp collection. Midnight Rider says, another great show, guys. Thank you. Appreciate that. Alaska Railroad says, I agree, Ray, late 70s, things really changed. Yes.
Yeah.
Mad Dog says, nice show tonight. Looking forward to next week. Those rear engine sleds were really nice looking sleds. Would love to find one. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we made Carolyn blush. She's saying, thank you. Our good friend, Carolyn Eastman. And we appreciate your being here tonight, Carolyn. Oh, here we go. David from Alaska Railroad wants to know, Rob, where is Daisy Lou? Is she with you tonight?
Daisy's got a dog babysitter here, so the two of them are in the backyard running around.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Excellent. And then Stacy and Art Fosler say great show, and we very much appreciate those comments. So before we wind down, I'm going to go around the room here for some quick final comments. We'll go clockwise. Midge.
Yeah, it's a great show, and glad to see Ray still having that ride up there, and maybe Mark and I can make it up. Hopefully, Mark will pick me up, and we'll try to make it this year. And
yes, our good friend Mark Belanger.
Yep.
Some great videos tonight.
Well, thank you. Yes. And go ahead, Rob.
Great show. I like the selection of different snowmobiles you have on there. Stuff I've never seen before, but looks pretty good, and it was fun being here.
Good deal. Appreciate it. And Ray.
Yeah, great, Mike. Mike, we really appreciate you. You know, this really helps us a lot, and it's great to see you. It's great to see Rob. It's great to see Midge. You know, Midge is always in my heart when it comes to snowmobiling. I always talk about him a lot.
We're family, Ray.
Yeah, we're family. Always going to be family. Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much, and hope to see a lot of people come up to this. It's just a great event, and to see the smiles, it's worth everything. It's priceless.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and in closing too, one comment I have to make. Ray's uncle Bud, I knew him when I was a kid. We were CB buddies, and I just wanted to give a tip of the hat to the late Bud Lacasse.
Yep. I remember those days.
Yes, those were the good old days.
Yeah.
I popped that graphic one more time for the ride coming up March 14th, Pittsburg, New Hampshire. It's an amazing ride. They always have excellent snow, excellent conditions, excellent food. Everything about it's excellent. So if you're looking for excellence, that is the place to go. But
thank you again. Thank you, Mike.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. So thank you to everyone, to all of our viewers, and to Ray, to Rob, to Midge. We really appreciate it. Good times as always. And as always, we give the last word to Amsoil.
Great gentlemen.
Show. Good night, everybody.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about Amsoil. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your Amsoil products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what Amsoil is and why you should consider using Amsoil products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. Amsoil is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses Amsoil for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that Amsoil is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because Amsoil doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And Amsoil likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of Amsoil is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, Amsoil says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the Amsoil bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the Amsoil. Amsoil's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So Amsoil is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running Amsoil than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And Amsoil is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that Amsoil has available.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the AMSOIL experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
AMSOIL has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, AMSOIL will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. AMSOIL sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering AMSOIL. Is that correct?
It is.
Wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an AMSOIL order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the signature series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I've signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters, free DVD requests, so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure, for sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product. Perfect.
Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.